You might want to do 3 days of work and do 4 appointments on those days. You might want to do 2 days of work and do 6 appointments on those 2 days. I could care less how you do it, okay? But we expect you to get it done, all right? And so, so that's just how it goes. And because we want you to make money, that is our responsibility to you, and that's what we need you to do, all right? So, so here's the point. With that schedule, okay, at the bottom of the schedule, you'll see it says demos, okay? Now, what you do with your schedule, how you set up your schedule, guys, is the first thing you do with your schedule is you put in everything that you have to do outside of our company, okay? So if you have, you know, cello stuff, okay? If you have another job, if you have school, whatever you have to do, you put it in your schedule. By the way, you should be doing your schedules in pencil because things change. Okay, so here's some pencils, all right? Pencil. Sorry, thank you. All right, so here's a pencil. All right, so always do your schedule with pencil. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to do it at this moment, okay? So, so actually, I should probably do it with handle pencil, all right? So, you don't have to do it at this moment. You need pencils. All right, so, but you'll see on your schedule, okay? Now, guys, your first weekend, you have gone through the longest part of your life with Cutco already, okay? You've gone through that 8-hour monstrosity of training, okay? And then the next day, and now you're here for advanced training. And then, guys, after that, all your mandatory time to do here is the meeting on Wednesday, and if you get invited to key staff, you come to the key staff meeting. The rest of the time, you don't have to be here. Okay. Now, our key staff usually comes in on these phone jams. You see, there's things called phone jams. Okay. Phone jams can be done in the office or at home. Okay. But if you come here, you're more likely to get more appointments done because you don't have distractions. You don't have even if you have to travel an hour to get here to be on the phone for an hour to go home for an hour. Well, if that makes you $400 for the week, that's worth the travel, okay? And so the point is that because when you're here, guess what? We'll make you work, okay? When you're home, you have TV and you have this, and it's like going to the library versus staying in your dorm or staying at home and studying, okay? It just makes you do the work because there's nothing else to do other than do your work, all right? So so our top reps come here, all right? So on the bottom though, you see it says demo number, all right? So each day we're going to ask you, what is your commitment, not your goal? Okay, a goal is something you're shooting for. Okay, we expect you to do 12. Now, I know most of you were like, I can do more than 12. Great. Okay, that's your goal. Your commitment is 12. Okay, so unless you tell us that you can't do that for whatever reason, you come to us, you show us your schedule, like, hey, I can't do 12 no matter what. Right? Then say fine. Okay, and we'll work it out and figure out what we can do for you. But again, most of you came here looking for more than 12 hours a week or 20 hours a week work. So on the bottom here, what you're going to do is you're going to give us a commitment. Goodbye, wonderful ladies. All right. So you're going to give us your commitment. When you guys turn in your presentation reports, we will not accept your presentation reports unless you give us a schedule for the upcoming week. Okay. So we need both of these things. So you turn your presentation report for the previous week. You give us a schedule for the next week. And now you'll keep this schedule. All we need to know is on the bottom, you're going to put what are you committed? How many demos are you committing yourself to doing on these days? Okay. Now, and you just put a number. Okay. Now, let's say you wanted to take, I don't know, you want to do 12, and let's say you want to take Tuesday off. You put a 0 at the bottom. Wednesday, you have the meeting, but you're like, hey, I don't want to work in the morning. 0. Thursday, I'll do 2. Friday, I'll do 5. Saturday, I have religion, so I don't do anything on Saturday. Sunday, I have full day 5, and Monday, I'm going to do 2, 5, 3, whatever. Okay. That's all we need to know, okay? So honestly, I really don't care what you do outside of our company, okay? So I just need to know those commitment numbers, all right? So, and then we put that into your PDI roster. That's how we know how to hold you accountable to. Okay? So here's the thing. The best time to be making phone calls. Does that make sense, guys? All right, so by the way, cancellations are not an excuse for not getting your work done, okay? You can't pay your rent with the cancellation, okay? Your job is to get on the phone and set up an appointment, okay? So, because somebody cancels on you, you're by the way, if somebody calls you to cancel, like, here's what you do, just to kind of give you a little quick tip, all right? So, so Bushra, call me, and you're telling me that you can't do the demo. It's not even a good excuse. It's like grocery shopping or something. But just call me and just say, I can't do it, all right? So ring, hello?
Can't do my demo today.
Be real with the customer. All right, come on. I'm trying to have a good video. All right, can I make sure
I'm
I'm
Mrs. Jones.
No, you're Mrs. Jones.
Oh.
You're the customer. I'm answering the phone. You're calling me to cancel the appointment. Okay, right? Okay. So we have an appointment at 3. It's like 11 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're calling me to cancel. Okay. So my phone rings, ring. Oh, it's Bushra. Great. Hello.
Hi, Matt. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
So I'm calling to tell you that I can make that appointment that I made with you earlier. Hello? Are you there?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh man, this happened last week. Wow, Busher. I don't even know what to do. I got to get on the phone and try to get somebody else. I mean, I told my manager I was going to do this appointment. I mean, there's no way you can do it. I mean, there's nothing you can do. I don't want to lose my job.
Go to this PTA meeting for my kid.
Okay, at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, it's after school.
Wow. I hope I'll get fired.
Is there any time you can reschedule?
Yeah, I mean, I can avoid them for the day if maybe, I mean, is your PTA, I have an opening at 9 o'clock later on today. Can we do it maybe after your PTA meeting?
I guess we could try that.
Okay, great, because, I mean, I need to get this appointment done. I didn't put anybody else on the schedule. I'd have to make a last second, it's really hard for me to get people last minute like this. But so 9 o'clock works, I can put you in?
Yeah.
Okay, so 9 o'clock, for sure?
Yes.
All right, cool, I'll put you in pen. All right, yeah, well, enjoy your PTA meeting, and I'll see you at 9 o'clock. Okay? They feel bad, okay? They should feel bad. It's your job, okay? So if somebody called you and said, yeah, I saw your purse laying around, I took $40 out of it, you know, no big deal. I'll call you later and tell you if I want to give it back to you. Would you be like, oh, cool.
What?
No, you'd be like, are you insane? Okay? Well, that's what happens when somebody calls you and cancels. They just took money out of your pocket. They took at least 18 bucks out of your pocket, and if it was a homemaker, that'd be anywhere between $100 to $300, depending on what percentage you're at. Get your appointments. Okay, that's your job, guys. All right. So, so if they feel bad, they should feel bad. Okay. And by the way, she's like, okay, later. Okay. If you just go, oh, okay, all right, well, fine. When do you want to call me back again? Oh, tomorrow at 6. All right, I'll try again. If it's not important, and then tomorrow at 6 you call them and they're like, oh, let's try next week, and they just keep putting you off because it's not important. Okay. Because you didn't make it important. It's your job. All right. So it's not their job. They could care less. All right. So, so you got to make it important. Okay? And you can always use me as the bad guy, okay? Here, you guys all better get your appointments done. See? Now you can be like, your manager yelled at me, and it was insane, right? Like he's really, really a bad guy, and he's going to yell at me, all right? And I will yell at you. If you want me to yell at you, I'll yell, okay? So that's what it takes. So just go. By the way, if you don't do appointments, you will get fired. I won't fire you. You'll fire yourself. You won't have any money, and you'll go get another job, okay? Does that make sense? So you have to do your work, okay? It's really that simple. And you have to make people understand it is important. This is my job. I have to get this done, okay? So cancellation is never an excuse, all right? Now, best times for phone time, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Please write these down somewhere. Just keep taking notes. We're going to talk about phone now. So I'm moving along. Okay? Best time for phone time is 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Those are the primo times for phone time during the week. By the way, some people, 7 a.m., I'm going to wake people up. If you're calling people that have jobs, what time do they have to be at their job? What time people can start their jobs? 9, 8, 9 o'clock? So what time do they wake up? 7, 6, okay? You know, what time do kids have to be at school?
8.
Yeah, 8, okay? So they have to wake up at 7, 6 o'clock. You know, homeowners don't wake up, roll out of bed like college students, you know, and run to work, okay? You know, in sweats and, you know, out of there. They get up, they have coffee, they eat breakfast, they turn on the morning show. Guys, homeowners wake up. Why? Because they go to bed at like 10, 11 o'clock at night. You guys go to sleep 2 o'clock in the morning and fight sleep. All right, and just try to stay up. Okay, you need to stay awake. Okay, they don't do that when you're a homeowner. You got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, so you go to bed at 10 or 11 o'clock, and they wake up and they're perfectly fine. It's